Hey guys, welcome back to DasGutVape. Just kind of trying out this DNA 30 I picked up. And I got the Aspire Nautilus on top, but that's not what we're talking about. And I'm doing the old Grim Green takeoff here. That's not what we're talking about. We are talking about ZampleBox. So this is my second ZampleBox I've received, and this company has been great. The first ZampleBox, or the first box that I got, had a lot of really good flavors. Had some Alpha, had some Omega Vapor. It had the Victory e-liquid. It had, oh man, it had a lot of really, G2 Vapor was in there. And I really enjoyed the first one. They definitely hit the mark. So here's the latest ZampleBox that I received, and this is the standard 6 bottles. This is 60 to 100 mils of e-juice. I got this in the dripper strength, which is 3 milligrams of nicotine. Kind of gave me a chance to really try out the flavors, to enjoy the flavor, and not get super nicked out. The great thing about this company, for 6 bottles of e-juice that are usually about $12 per bottle if you were to buy them in a store, you only pay $24.99 a month. That's $25 a month. And you're getting a lot of e-juice. I mean, that's just 2 bottles of e-juice if you think about it. 2 bottles of e-juice, you're spending the same amount of money to get 6. And I have a little surprise for all of my viewers. At the end of this video, I will have a little discount for you guys. I'll give you a quick rundown on what I'm going to be using for a device. Infinite Stellaire V2 atomizer in silver. I have a 0.5 ohm build, or as close to a 0.5 ohm build as I could do. It came to 0.48. It is 28 gauge Canthal, and I have about 7 wraps around a 5/64 drill bit, or very close to the famous blue screwdriver. So they do get a little caught up at the end, but you can kind of just twist them out. That is what I will be using for a build. Fresh bed of new cotton on here for you. I won't be re-wicking in between flavors, but what I will do is I will vape off any of the residual flavor. I'll vape it down to the point where the flavor starts disappearing. That will be what I will be using for the flavor testing of this juice. So what do you say I will do a little close-up here of me unboxing this. So here we have the ZampleBox I received. This is my second ZampleBox, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. And this is the standard 6-bottle ZampleBox. This is how they ship it. I scribbled out all the stuff that kind of shows where I live. Too bad, guys. So yes, ZampleBox, and that's upside down. They have a little tape holding this. I've already cut this open, so saves a little time. We'll open it up. Hey, look at that. And because it is Christmas, and I did receive this on Christmas Eve, believe it or not, it looks like they have a little something in here. So we'll open that up now. Push this off to the side. They've even got my name on here. So they sent me a little something, kind of a neat little deal. Like a Merry Christmas card. But either way, it shows that they appreciate the people who are subscribing to ZampleBox. We'll set that off to the side. Of course, we have the ZampleBox card telling you to record or take a picture of the juices or the unboxing of your ZampleBox. And there's a few people on here we know. We have seen their videos before. Of course, we've got Indoor Smokers, Tia Vapes. So, on the other side of the card, you have the card that you will set down like so on a table, and you'd place the e-juice under the appropriate first, second, or third. On my last one, it was difficult because all of the fluid they did send me were very good. There was only one that I didn't really enjoy, but we won't get into that. Hang on to this, guys, when you do get your ZampleBox so that you can review it, take a picture. So they really appreciate it when you do review the flavors. It gives them some input to what you like. Now let's get to the good stuff. Like always, ZampleBox packages their e-juice in a very nice box. And they have some warnings on here, obviously saying if you are not 18 years of age, blah, 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 don't do it. California says it can give you cancer. California, you can get cancer. They say you can get cancer from everything. Eating a vegetable, you're going to get cancer. Anyway, unwrapping this. Nice green tissue paper again. We got some green bubble wrap. And we've got the green pouch or bag they put the e-juice in. Everything is always packaged very nice from this company. So we will ditch the green packaging over here. See what they sent me. So we got a bottle of Alpha Manchu. Manchu. I think it's actually correctly pronounced Manchu. And I did get this in 3. All these bottles are in 3 milligram for the dripping. So I have already had Manchu. I got some Chalice Grail. Chalice. I'll have to look up and see what that one is. So I got some Milk Plus from Banzai Vapor. And if I believe I am correct on the Milk Plus, this is a milk and caramel taste. I'll have to check on that one, but I believe this is a milk and caramel. We have Clouds Over Seattle, Taste the Beast. I'll have to check that one. If I remember right, this one was a Skittles style or a rainbow. I think they called it a rainbow. Asteroid Vapor Gravity. And we have Midgard Vapor Beowulf. So we'll check these and I'll come back to you and let you know what I come up with so I can give you some information on what exactly these bottles are supposed to taste like. And then I will also come back with my dripping atomizer and I will get it all soaked up and ready to go. Hey guys, welcome back. So I do have the list of all of the fluids that I received today. So I got the Banzai Milk Plus, the Alpha Manchu, Asteroid Vapor's Gravity, Midgard Vapor, Beowulf, Clouds Over Seattle, Taste the Beast, and then I also did get Chalice, Grail. So now that I have all these fluids laid out, I will give you a quick look at what we have. So the Milk Plus is supposed to be a milky caramel, kind of a milky caramel. And all these flavors can be viewed if you go to the flavor section or the flavor Bible on ZampleBox's webpage. It will give you a better explanation of what you're working with. This is a 80-20, so an 80 VG, 20 PG, so I'm expecting this to probably have some pretty decent vapor. And it looks to me like an 80-20 already. So why don't we just drip this and take a peek and have a good vape here and see what we've got. So I have a fresh battery here, and the battery I'm using is a VTC 5, and we will use the Tesla. I enjoy using this Tesla. And there's a battery in it. We'll take that out. Put the new one in. Again, people, be very careful and try to be safe with your batteries. Make sure you're getting what you're getting. I know there is a lot of people out there that have been receiving Sony batteries since Sony is no longer going to be making the VTC line. I guess they're not really happy, or they didn't want people to start using them for vaping. I guess that's the whole deal. So be safe with your batteries, guys. You don't want to mess around with these things, and you want to be very safe. Also, I will have a link for a vape calculator that does Ohm's law. It does wrapping your coils so that you can put exactly what you're using for Canthal, dichrome, whatever you're using. I think they even have hot wires listed in there. Everything from drill bit size or shaft size you want to use for building your coils. There's a lot of information in there. Even the safe operation of some of your wattage devices, like this is the Sigeli 30 watt. It will list which zone you'll be able to use your device in and for it to be efficient. So enough of that. Let's do some dripping here. So this is the Banzai Milk Plus, And this is supposed to be a milky caramel confection. And again, this is an 80 VG, 20 PG. And this is fresh cotton. So we will make sure we wick this up real good. There we go. That's one coil. And I will not be switching cottons for all these flavors. Like I said before, I will be just vaping the cotton to the point where I'm not getting any flavor from the juice anymore. And we'll probably do some speedy fast forward stuff on here because I'll spend a little time with the fluid myself. Cap on. Actually, yep, good vapor. Fresh battery, half ohm build, 28 gauge. It's just a standard 28 gauge coil. No twisted nothing here. This is just a standard 28 gauge half ohm coil. So, not bad. Kind of working some of the cotton out. But it is, wow, that's actually pretty good. I'm looking here, and it looks like they sell these only in 30 milliliter bottles. But don't worry, 30 millimeter, milliliter. Don't worry, the 30 milliliter bottles aren't horribly priced. They're $19.99 apparently. So, and it looks like this is a 15 ml bottle. And again, this is 3 milligrams of nicotine. So, let's take another one here. That's really, it's making good vapor. I'm really enjoying this flavor for vapor. It's very subtle. I do pick up the caramel from time to time. It is a creamy vapor. It does have that milky, creamy kind of taste. It's not a milky flavor kind of like you're getting from the, oh, what juice do I have? Let me get it here. It's not really like the Cosmic Fog, Milk and Honey. This is definitely a completely different taste than that. And I've been using the crap out of that Cosmic Fog. I know every video I keep talking about Cosmic Fog, but man, that stuff is just freaking good. I'm not even getting paid by them. That's the funny thing. I think I need to start asking them for some reimburse. Just give me bottles, man. That stuff is awesome. Anyway, so we'll vape this some more. Okay, that cotton taste is starting to come out, which is good. Very good. Like I said, fresh coils, guys. Fresh coils, fresh cotton. This is a brand new build, so it takes a little while. Anybody who does dripping, there's a little bit of a break-in period. There's that peak where all of a sudden your build is just, boom, it's hammering good. The flavor. I might tighten up the airflow on this just to give it a little more, just to give it some heat. Not bad. Not bad. It is a very mild flavor. Very, very mild. Awesome, awesome vapor production. Very, very good clouds off of this. Cotton's starting to dry up a little bit. Not going to re-drip it, but based off of this first drip of this juice, I don't know. I do like it. It's not one of those that I'm going to probably be an all-day vape on, but that's just IMO, in my opinion. Juices are very hard to review. It has everything to do with the person that's using it. If you enjoy fruity vapes, man, you're going to love fruity vapes. I'm more of a custard guy, so this should fall right into what I'm liking. But yeah, I think I like it. I think I'm gonna have to give it some more time. I mean, I did drip a little bit out of here before with another Addy, and it's getting a different taste now, but it could be my build. It's a very subtle flavor. It's very, very subtle. So, anyway, that was Banzai Milk Plus. Let's move on. Clear the coils out. Like I said, guys, I am not going to be just re-wicking this every time. It just makes no sense. I'm not going to do it. So, set the button on here. Next one up. Next flavor up. We are going to do that was Milk Plus by Banzai. Let's do Asteroid Vapor. Let's do Asteroid Vapor. And this Asteroid Vapor is Gravity. Their flavor, they sell in 30 ml bottles at $20 per bottle. This is a dessert flavor, and it is a creamy banana custard parfait. So this right here is a creamy banana parfait, creamy banana and custard. And I should really like this one. I love custards, and man, when you get banana, I make a banana cream for myself that I just absolutely love. So let's give this a try. Get a dripper here. They don't say what the mixture is, but let me just kind of... I mean, it's pretty close. I'm just tipping the bottles, kind of keeping an eye on the bubble to see how thick the juice is. I'd say this is probably another 80-20, just by kind of eyeballing the viscosity of the juice. I could be wrong. They didn't list what it was, so this is just kind of my best guess. I'm guessing it's an 80-20 or about that. So, again, in 3 milligrams, this whole box I received is in 3 milligrams. So we'll drip and get this coil nice and saturated. Okay. Oh, it smells good already. Smells very good. Sometimes what I'll do on the zero nic or very, very low nicotine, I really don't suggest this, but sometimes what I'll do when I make my own juice, this is zero nicotine, a juice that I make, which is a natural strawberry cream, strawberries and cream. And I'll just, this is high VG, as high a VG, it's actually what I would consider a max VG. It's a little thin because of the amount of flavoring I used. They use an ethyl alcohol. But what I'll do is I'll just drip a little bit on my hand. Just a little dot. And I'll cap off the bottle. Give it a little taste. And then I'll kind of go from there. I really only do that with the juices that I haven't added nicotine to, because you really don't want to play around with nicotine to the, you don't want to mess around with it. It can make you very, very sick. You get it on your hand, man, you're in for a world of hurt. Especially if you don't wash it off. So Anyway, back on track. This is the Asteroid Gravity. So, coils have had a little time to soak that up. And again, this was a dessert flavor, a creamy banana custard parfait. Oh. Oh. I like that one. That's scary good. Wow. I can pick out that banana, that creamy banana. It's like a banana cream, obviously. And that parfait kind of creaminess comes through too. So I can almost taste the graham cracker that they use in parfaits. Just a little bit at the end. That's a good flavor. Now, I really like that flavor. In fact, I think I'm going to put down my card for my ZampleBox here on the table. You guys probably can't see that very well, but I will be putting this flavor. And so far, I'm going to say that's a first place for right now. Like I said, I'm a dessert, custard, creamy, kind of just in that area. That's my sweet spot. I am a big fan of the creamy custards. When you get into like the fruit custards, oh, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna vape this out. Oh, that's a good flavor. I really, really like this one. So ZampleBox, thank you. That is a really good one. I've actually never heard of this brand of juice before, and their prices are not bad. I will probably order a 30 ml bottle of this sometime down the road. So a banana custard parfait, a creamy banana custard parfait. Oh, God, it's got my sweet spot. Sometimes when I do my flavoring, or my flavor testing, I'll recirculate it. I'll kind of give you an explanation of how recirculating works. On the exhale, you're kind of inhaling it through the nose. That's recirculating. I find sometimes it helps get a good explanation of the flavor. It gives you a little bit of that at the end of the tongue. You're getting all of the senses of that juice. Sometimes if you're flavor testing and you're going through a lot of fluid, you'll lose that taste. So sometimes you'll want to cleanse with like a water or something else. I find sometimes lemon lime soda works really well too as a clearing effect. But oh, yeah, it's definitely right now sitting on my first place card. I'll clear this Addy out, and then we'll resume on the next flavor. That's good. I mean, that it has enough flavoring in there that it hangs around the dripper for quite a while. The flavor doesn't diminish quickly, which is good. I really like that. It's not too strong that you're getting this huge amount of vapor. Like you're getting really good vapor. But you're still carrying really good flavor with it. Let's see how this does for clouds. And I've got about half airflow on my still air, so I'm trying to get the best flavor and vapor combo. And wow, that is good. Starting to get to the end. Still there. Man, oh man, that sticks around. Now we're getting to the end. All right, Next flavor. Sometimes what I'll do to help kind of get the best flavor off the next juice is I'll just take some paper towel, pull off a strip, and gently dab the cotton, soaking up as much of that previous juice as possible. Because towards the end I was getting just a touch of that milk. I was getting just a touch of that milk plus at the end. Not hugely sold on that milk plus yet, but it's not bad. Alright. Cleaned up a little bit. Now, what do we want to do next? I want to get something similar. Let's take a drink. I got some coffee here. I love coffee and vaping, man. It's one of those things. It's like coffee and a cigarette. They seem to always really go well together. I've been trying not to smoke very often. In fact, I'm still a dual user at this point, but I'm working away from the smoking. I've noticed my taste buds are kind of coming back to life. Next, let's do the Midgard. Or Midgard. Yeah, Midgard. So they sent me Midgard Beowulf, and again I'm getting all of this information right from ZampleBox's Flavor Bible, and it is a strong and noble as the legacy hero. So let's see, we'll get to the flavors. This is a chocolate caramel join. Yeah, chocolate caramel. Okay, so it's a chocolate caramel. And this is it right here. Beowulf, 3 milligrams again also. So we will drip a fair amount of this on. We'll flip it around, get that wick nice and soaked. Get a little on the coil. Perfect. Cap it off. I'll give it a little smell. Ooh. It smells kind of like a milk chocolate, maybe a little bit richer than a milk chocolate. Maybe a milk and dark chocolate blend. And I'm starting to pick up a little bit of the caramel. Guessing it's a... It smells a lot like a lot of the Flavor Apprentice mixtures that I get. Same airflow. So half closed off. And I did drill this cap out a little, I drilled the top cap on this thing a little bit. So, little prime. Chocolate flavors are really hard to hit. With my experience of making chocolate flavors and caramel is really hard to get sometimes too. Sometimes the caramel is just way potent, and the chocolate being also a very potent flavor from where I get my mixing supplies. It can be a hard one to hit, but this one... It's pleasant. It is it's kind of rich. Through the vapor, I'm tasting a lot more of the caramel, but I'm getting a background note of the chocolate. I think it's like a chocolate, like a milk chocolate that they're using. It's sort of rich, but it seems like they might be using a little bit of milk chocolate and a little bit of the dark chocolate, kind of a blend. But I could be a little off. So, I like it. It's good. It's a good flavor. It's not one I'd probably want to use all the time, but it's good. For right now, we're going to put that on third place. Right now, we're going to put that on third. It might get bumped off, but for now, just to get it on the board, I think that's a third place for right now. It is smooth. It seems to be a heavy VG. I'm guessing probably another 80-20. So that's where it's going to sit for right now. We'll clear out this atomizer and I'll give a little more input if I feel like I need to. Sip of coffee, kind of see how it blends. I am really picking that caramel out on the vapor itself, though. It's a rich caramel, kind of like a... Yeah, it tastes like the Flavor Apprentice caramel. It's got that Flavor Apprentice caramel taste to it, but I could be wrong. So, but we'll clear this out. Very rich on the caramel. And a background note of the chocolate. That's what I'm tasting. All right. Yeah, it's going to sit on third place for right now. All right, we'll clear this out. Again, paper towel. We will dab off any excess fluid off of the cotton. Like I said, all I'm doing is just taking the paper towel, pressing gently down on the cotton, and pulling any of the excess off. Also taking some of it off the top of the screws, just so. Okay, next flavor. Next flavor. Let's secure this locking ring. What do we want to do next? Let's see, Chalice. Chalice, Grail. Oh, another chocolate. They gave me a lot of desserts in this box this time. So this is a chocolate raspberry mixed to perfection. Never before experienced this side of heaven. So it's a chocolate raspberry, and that would be this guy right here, Chalice. And I've heard a little bit about Chalice. Again, they sell this in 30 mil and $20 for 30 mils. Not a bad price. So again, 3 milligram strength. Let's drip some of this juice on the wicks. Get that cotton good and soaked. Put a little on each coil just to help speed that up. Let that soak for a second or two. Take another sip of coffee. Alright. That should be long enough. Every once in a while, I'm going to just kind of take some paper towel, clean the inside of the cap out of here, just to help with cross-contamination. In a perfect world, I'd be re-wicking this every time and spending a lot more time with the flavor, but this is just a quick review. A quick review of what I received. So, lining up airflow across the coil like normal, like everybody should be, or whatnot. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, wow. I'm really picking out that raspberry. It is a very clean, true to taste raspberry. Kind of like, man, like eating fresh raspberries. You'll get that kind of, that seed and then that strong raspberry taste too. It's really, that raspberry is very present. On the inhale, I'm picking up the creaminess, that chocolate creaminess. It's definitely a milk chocolate taste. Very, it's not very present, but it's there on the inhale, and then that raspberry on the exhale is just there. It is very smooth. Vapor on it's very good. Let's see, where did I put you? There you are. It's a little thinner. I would say this is probably a 70-30, about a 70-30. I could be wrong. They don't list what the mixture is, but I'm guessing it's a 70-30, or about there. Very good taste. Very, very good taste. And PG is noted to help that flavor come through. I'm still a heavy VG guy. I love the VG flavor. I love not the VG flavors, but the VG to help with cloud density. So I could use that as an all-day vape and really enjoy it. It's smooth. It's very, very smooth. Wow. That is a close first right now for the Asteroid. Ooh. I'm going to put those sitting right on first right now. Those both are going to be sitting on first until I come back and do a little review. Oh, I like that flavor. And the clouds, man, they're good clouds. And they linger a little bit too. The cloud is definitely there. It's the fact that I've got to air out the room a little bit. Actually, I'm going to open up the airflow a little bit more on this. See how it fares with more airflow. Wow, that's good. That is a good flavor. And that was Chalice Grail. That is a very good flavor. In fact, I am probably going to be vaping that one for the rest of the day. I'm going to do a little cleaning here while we're waiting. Give the drip tip just a good once over because I'm getting a little bit of fluid on the lips. Not a big deal. Okay, pull the drip tip. Sometimes you get a little caught up in the top cap. Give it just a once over. A lot of this is probably going to get cut out of the video anyway, so. And it does seem to hang around for quite a while, too. I mean, that's another one of those flavors that does hang around in the dripper. Unlock the device. Unlock it. Oh, yeah. It doesn't quite hang around as long as that Asteroid Gravity, but it is a close second, if anything. The flavor's still there. It's starting to slightly diminish, but it's not disappearing. I'm still picking up that raspberry. That raspberry is definitely there. It's not a strong raspberry, but it's very, very clean raspberry taste. So we will dry these wicks off again, par usual. Do a little wick adjustment here as soon as I get these dried off. Where are you, tweezers? Lost you, tweezers. We'll just use a blue screwdriver. Good enough. All right. Okay. What do we have next? Now, most of these, I have tried the Alpha Manchu before. And Clouds over Seattle, I've heard of them, but I have never tried them before. So we will go for, why not? We should go straight into the Alpha Manchu. And the Alpha Manchu is a sweet guava, sweetly infused with an amazing mango flavor. And the last one I did on my last box, I did get some Manchu before, but that box was in 6 milligram. So we will try a drip of the Alpha Manchu. Ooh, that guava is there. I'm picking up a little bit of that mango too. There we go. That should do it. Cap her off. Put it back in line. Give the drip tip one more cleaning, just to cut down on because I was using some very desserty tasting juices here. Don't want to get any cross-contamination or minimize the cross-contamination. Drip cap back on. Airflow set back to half. Got a little fluid around the air here. I'm going to clean that. Clean that. Perfect. Awesome. Let's start reviewing. Unlocking the device. Really tasting that guava. Not a huge that wasn't a ooh from the vapor. I'm not a huge guava fan. It is a lot smoother in the 3 mil than it was in the 6. And I'm picking up just a tail note of that mango. Maybe they're lined up perfect on mixture. So they are coming out about even, so you're getting a little bit of both. A slight bitter note. And I'm thinking that's from the guava that I'm getting that bitter note. I'm not a huge fan of bitter vapes, so this is kind of not on my flavor note that I'm enjoying, but it's not bad. So if you enjoy tropical style vapes or fruity vapes that have that exotic fruit, you'll probably really enjoy this one. Let's try this again. Good vapor though, very good vapor. And it looks like another 80VG20 PG style mix. And I think that's what Alpha was an 8020. It's starting to kind of level out a little bit. It's a little less juice that's on my wicks. It's starting to kind of mellow out a little bit. I really, really love Sweet Tooth because of that. That's the flavor note that I enjoy, and that one is a vanilla cookie, a creamy mixed vanilla cookie graham cracker. And that one I got on my last box. Freaking that bottle was gone. Almost gone before I reviewed it. That's how good it was. It's a good vape. It is a good vape. It's a very fruity, tropical vape. So it is good. It is a good flavor. If you're the type of person that enjoys tropical fruity vapes, then you're definitely going to find that one enjoyable. If not, I don't know. It has a bitter note though. That guava kind of gives it a bitter note. So if you like guava, you'll probably really like that one. I enjoy mango. So dry off the wicks one more time. We have Clouds Over Seattle next. And I will pull up what the flavor notes are on that one here in a second. Lock the device. Move the paper towel. Let's see here. Let's see. Clouds Over Seattle, Taste the Beast. Now, this one they are calling the Beast's like a rainbow. It's like a rainbow, guys. The rainbow is fruity. The rainbow is sweet. Like the rainbow tastes the Beast. That's what they're saying. So I'm kind of guessing this is almost a Skittle vape. I would almost assume this is probably like a Skittle, like a Taste the Rainbow Skittles kind of slogan that they're going by. And let's have a smell here. Oh yeah, it smells like Skittles. It smells like you opened up a bag of Skittles and just stuck your face in there and went, yeah. I'm almost assuming this is probably a Skittles type of vape. And this should finish off my review of my latest ZampleBox. So we'll wet down these wicks. Cap off the bottle. Unlock the device. Let it sit for a second. In fact, I'll clear the palate with a little bit of coffee. All right. Let's taste the rainbow. Oh yeah. It's like taking a handful of Skittles and just tossing it in your mouth. You get all those fruity flavors blending together, that sweetness of the Skittles. This is definitely a Skittle vape. So if you really like Skittles candy, you will really like this vape. Again, on the site they don't list the PG-VG or VG-PG mix, but it's close to an 80-20, maybe a 70-30. Got my nose wet. You ever get that where you blow through your nose, you get a little bit of that vapor? That's good. That is a good Skittly, sweet taste. I do like this one. The clouds are good. I actually here I'll back up a touch. Oh, my nose is getting wet from this vapor. Wow. All right. It's got a strong, fruity, sweet vape going on here. Like I said, it's like taking a mouthful of the Skittles, just putting a handful of Skittles in your mouth. Opened up the airflow. It is a stronger vape. It does have just a tiny bit of throat hit with the fruitiness of it. Let's try to get a big cloud off of this. Oh yeah, that's good, and it's starting to get to the end. So, that was Clouds over Seattle. If you're curious of what I come up with for my first, second, third place, I will also be putting a couple of bottles behind. Those are the close winners. Those will be the ones that I really do still like, but they just didn't quite make it on the card. So, thank you guys for viewing. This is Justin from DasGutVape. Let's keep on vaping, guys. Finish this off with a big monster cloud if I can do it. Use more heat. I could use the Sigelli 100 watt. Hint, hint. Wink, wink. Sigelli, I want 100 watt. Thank you. All right, guys. And clear. Hey, guys. So, quick end note of what I came up with for my favorite 3 vapes out of this recent box I got from ZampleBox. First place, I'm giving it to Asteroid Gravity for their awesome tasting vape, and that one again was a creamy banana custard parfait. I absolutely love the custard and the creamy vapes, so that one I'm giving it a first because that's my personal taste. Followed closely second by the Clouds over Seattle, the Beast. So this is a Skittles tasting type of vape, and on the fruity side of vapes, I do really enjoy that one. And then my third, very, very close third, and it is super hard to rate these first, second, third, because I feel like I'm sort of letting a couple of these companies down by giving them that rating. But I would give that to Chalice Grail, and that is a chocolate raspberry, I believe. Yep, chocolate raspberry. And the raspberry flavor out of that is very good. So you get that chocolate smoothness on the inhale, and you get that raspberry with a little bit of that raspberry seed. That's that fresh raspberry with just a touch of that almost a little bit seedy, woody kind of like taste that you would get from a fresh raspberry. So that's what I've got right now. Asteroid Vapors Gravity's first place. Seattle Clouds over Seattle. The Taste of the Beast as a very good fruity taste. A very Skittlesy. I mean, it is Skittles all the way. And the Chalice Grail for its smoothness and raspberry is there. So thank you for viewing, guys. Have a good one. Let's keep on vaping. And I know that was not the end of the video on the first part, but this is definitely my finishing for it. Thank you, ZampleBox, for sending me such great flavors. I'm looking forward to my next standard ZampleBox. And again, guys, I was going to get you that information. So, here's the deal. I am an ambassador for ZampleBox now, and the way that the ambassador thing works is I can give you guys 10% off your subscription for ZampleBox. 10% adds up to quite a bit, and I believe that's for your first order on ZampleBox. Could be wrong, but I believe it's your first order, your first subscription on ZampleBox, you get 10% off. Either way, even just the standard ZampleBox is a killer deal. Their website is very easy to manage and go through. Just opening up my ZampleBox here real quick, and I did go with the standard 6 bottles, which means you'll get anywhere from 60 to 100 milliliters of juice. That is 60 to 100 milliliters of juice, somewhere in there. So if they sent you 10 ml bottles, 6 10 ml bottles, you got 60 milliliters of juice. In most cases, they're sending you a 15 milliliter bottle. And I'm in the dripper profile, so my nicotine strength is 3 milligrams of nicotine. You can get that in zero nic if you are a person who just enjoys the vaping and doesn't want the nicotine at all. They do offer most of their flavors, if not all of their flavors, in a zero nicotine level. But the price is outstanding. You can't go to a vape shop and buy even the cheapest, crappiest juice for the price that you're getting 6 bottles for here. The price is $24.99 a month, and that is as of right now. This is, well, what am I thinking? It's Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas, everybody. So, $25 a month, you're getting 6 mils, or not 6 mils, you're getting 6 bottles of juice. And most of these juices are selling anywhere for $12 a bottle. I mean, do the 2 bottles, you're already at what you paid. The other bottles in there are just, hey, thanks, guys. You know, so they have very good prices, very, very good prices, and to even add just that even bigger incentive to go with them, I will have a promo code listed in the description of this video. It will not expire, so feel free to use it whenever, however much as you, well, I shouldn't say however much as you'd like, but pass it along, share it with your friends. It'll give you 10% off of your first subscription. So, thank you guys. Thank you very much, and Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, Happy everything. Let's happy vape this thing.